sit on this beautiful, special 4,028 square mile island that has blessings of natural resources found nowhere else in the world. Solar, wind, geothermal, ocean thermal, algae energy research at Nelha, Big Island Carbon, and Kauai High. If any place can truly power itself and reduce the dependence on fossil fuels, it's the island of Hawaii. When we look at our island, what island can truly feed itself and in fact the rest of the state? In the Pacific, we've got 2 deep draft harbors, 2 international airports, great capacity, people who teach, people who care, people who love our children and future leaders. You know, sustainability is a word, it's a concept. To make it real, for it to be implemented and really count, our kids have to understand it. You know, we can talk agriculture sustainability all we want and read the great report that the Kohala Center put out on agriculture sustainability for Hawaii Island. The Rocky Mountain Institute put out a great report back in 2007. But if our kids aren't farming, if they don't understand the value, the importance, and they don't have the experience and expertise to tap into them, what does it mean? It means our farmers don't have anyone to pass it on to.
It's very easy for me to come and support this concept of gardening because as my mother used to describe me, you know, as just this kid just likes to play in the dirt. And that is something that I actually grew up with through my grandmother. And she was someone who, because both my parents worked, devoted all of her time and her attention to raising my sister and I. And she always had a garden at our home. And she would take me out into the garden and to help her. But the lessons that she taught me had not only to do, of course, with how to grow things, but the entire relationship that you have as an individual to the earth, to all the natural resources. And these are lessons that have never been lost on me, and I think they are deeply ingrained. And that's why, again, through my career, originally I came to the Big Island to farm, and that's also my intent after I'm done with all of this other stuff. But you know, to me, it's just something that is so natural to so many of us here. We lost our way for a bit, to a degree, and I think, you know, we've become kind of overpowered by the modern world. But we should embrace the technologies that have come forward from the modern world to help us as we gain more self-sufficiency here.
I mean, we talk about, you know, our children as our future, as the future leaders, and they will determine direction, right? Collective direction. And I think this kind of program is so important in terms of not only raising awareness of agriculture and all of the other the extensions of that, but it is about sustainability, because we know that as long as we keep importing 85% plus of what we consume, sustainability will not be meaningful. Okay? I know we all share that value, that if we want to protect, you know, not only this special island, but well beyond that, then all the lessons we learn and the attitudes that need to change and the changes that need to be brought about become that much more important. And I think this is a very important beginning point. You know, in the past, we've had the FFA programs that attempted to teach, right, the students hands-on, right, about agriculture, about what you can produce, about the skills, the economics, and everything else. And you know, for a while, I think we have, in terms of our education programs, perhaps not have provided as much support and focus, you know, to really maximize the impact those programs, you know, have on our future. And I think this program provides another opportunity not only to allow our children to learn the skills, but perhaps in the process to learn a new ethic, that it is for our future, to protect the integrity of our future, it is going to be a matter of realizing how important, growing our own food is to the whole concept of sustainability and its impact on our environment, its impact on how we look at conservation, its impact on our economic understanding.
Became aware of the Hawaiian Olelo No'eau Makahanaka Ike, because that is really the basis of the school garden program. Makahanaka Ike, by doing, we learn, and that is how children today learn best. I had another experience in the 1990s. I was a class teacher for the Kona Waldorf School, and I decided that it was time to put my thinking to work. So I went to the board and asked them if I could have a half-time position as a class teacher, and if I could use the other half-time to pioneer a school garden program and write curriculum for kindergarten through 8th grade, which I did. And it was during that 8-year period that I really saw how children can shine when they are allowed to have project-oriented, hands-on work that is connected with their classroom work. There was no child that ever came to the garden program that didn't succeed. And so again, Makahanaka Ike was the lesson of that 8 years for me.
This is just a small bit of it's kind of what you might say is a trailer, a teaser for the film. And we shot almost, I guess, over almost 100 hours of footage. And the piece you're going to see today is just about 8 minutes long, so it's hard to decide what to put in that piece. But it gives you an idea of the direction of the film. I hope you...
Hawaii, long promoted as a paradise of unimaginable beauty and a safe haven for relaxation, is now, like the world, facing an uncertain future.
There are so many farmers at risk right now, and if you don't save them right now, they're not going to be here a year from now.
The part that's critical that often gets left out is the culture and agriculture.
With only 15 to 17% of our food being grown locally, if we saw a major disruption in our supply chain, the entire population of our islands would have problems with food supply.
If something happens like that, no planes, no ships, I don't think we survive.
We need more farmers, we need more people going down, we need more land.
We have a very finite resources living on an island.
I don't want our island to be like Kaho'olawe. I want our soils to remain on our farms.
Through the personal stories of those on the front line comes a new film that explores the most critical issues facing Hawaii and the world.